I mean, and listen, that is kind of the whole story here, right? These teams play again in 19 games in 19 days, and RC will be dialed in certainly on both the Bills and the Patriots. But what did you learn about these teams that is sort of instructional going forward now?
That I was right.
Oh boy.
That's
Man,
the
I do
first
this
thing.
with you on Mondays.
Patriots pick, the rest of us pick the Bills.
And I think what it is as well, though, we were all right. Coming into this game, we knew three things about the New England Patriots. We knew they played very good defense. Yes. We were correct. We knew they could really run the football. We were correct. And we knew that their coach was out of this world. And if it ever became a matchup of do I make the right decision or do you make the right decision, we'd always bet on Bill Belichick. And we saw all those things happen last night. Like, this team came out from the beginning of the game and they were in 4-minute drill. And if you've ever played defense like me and Marcus, you understand that's a terrible place to be when you can't stop people. And the Buffalo Bills couldn't stop them. You want to know why Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer was salty after the game? Because they got that pound game from the beginning to the end, and they couldn't stop it. And then when the defense needed to come up and make plays, they did that. And they had a plan for the weather and how they would approach scoring. And the Buffalo Bills did not. Sean McDermott made mistakes, and Bill Belichick didn't. So what we knew before last night are the things we know after.
I agree. Well, not with the part about everybody being right. We were the only ones who were actually right.
I'm sorry.
What you're saying about the Patriots was a lot of the stuff we've been saying all year long, and also about the Bills. I do think a lot of it just comes down to personnel, quite frankly. Like, this is a mismatch for this Buffalo team. New England is a mismatch, and that doesn't help them going forward. But there are things I think they can tweak in their next matchup. Two things that stand out. Well, one thing that really infuriated
me. Like score
me,
on 2 of them red zone trips?
Well, that would help. That would help. And it would be a lot easier.
It don't just happen.
Without Gale Force wins. But here's a way you score on one of those red zone trips. Let Josh Allen use his legs more. I don't know how you get through that game with Josh only getting 6 rushing attempts. On that final red zone drive, that last series, on the first attempts, I was screaming, you got to dodge Ram at quarterback. Let him get into the end zone, or at least get close to the end zone. And then the other thing, I think, just in terms of things they can actually change, I thought McDermott, as you alluded to this, he made a few mistakes, not major ones, just kicks. The challenge was kind of weird, some clock management issues. These are minor, but in a game like this, they add up.
Y'all, all I saw last night was a team that couldn't stop the run. I was having nightmares. Literally sitting in, I was watching the game having nightmares. I've been there. Every defensive player that's ever played in the NFL has been there. And you realize the adjustments we making ain't working. And now it's getting late in the midnight hour, and they starting to push us backwards. I saw it in the Buffalo Bills' face. They were trying everything. But the bottom line is, and it points to what both of you said, players beat Bill Belichick, coaches don't. That's number one. Like,
that's a great point.
If you think about
that's a great point, bro.
If you think about his losses, I played for one of his disciples in Nick Saban. I played for Bill Parcells. The players beat those coaches. You will always be prepared for every little nuance. Bill Belichick knew he was going to run the ball 40 times before that game started. He understood that his offensive line using the extra offensive lineman.
But that's what I meant about his game plan for scoring, though.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? Because he knew what he was coming in to do.
Knew what he was doing. And then, you take the bits and pieces and you look at the way they ran offense. You look at the nuance of the run game. 3 passes for Mac Jones.
That's the whole other reason.
I know, but when you look at this game, just foundationally, if you're going to beat Bill Belichick with this kind of team, it's going to be players overcoming coaches.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.